We have the story from timcast.com. Bari Weiss criticizes Musk for suspending those reporting on private jet story. Pundits respond. Elon Musk himself responded to her, as Luke just mentioned, saying, "What would you do? What is your solution to real-time doxing?" The issue I take with this as we get into the story is journalists think they're above the rules. They think, well, someone already published the private information, therefore it's okay for me to do it now. I was talking to a prominent leftist, and they were actually saying these reporters were just reporting, they shouldn't have been banned. And I said, but it's private information, not public information. This person responded and said, it's already in the public. I said, okay. So if one of your enemies, one of your detractors posts your address, you don't mind if we, on our show, will just hold up your address because it's already public information, right? Of course not. Of course they don't want that. It's sophistry. They're coming up with excuses. So here's what happens. Bari Weiss says the old regime at Twitter governed by its own whims and biases, and it sure looks like the new regime has the same problem. I oppose it in both cases, and I think those journalists who are reporting on a story of public importance should be reinstated. A lot of people criticize Bari Weiss for this. Elon Musk came out with a legitimate question for her. What is your solution? He then said it's not rhetorical, legit. A bunch of leftists then started mocking him, saying he's his own worst enemy. I actually think this shows integrity. The fact that Elon was willing to give information to a journalist who's not completely on board with him shows he's going to be getting some, blowback from this because he's doing the right thing by giving out the information. But I don't think Bari Weiss is completely wrong. I will say, I think it was probably a bit fast to give a 7-day suspension instantly without warning. What should have happened is he probably should have deleted the tweets automatically and then issued a warning where they lock your account saying, you cannot link to this. You have been warned. We have deleted the tweet.
There definitely needs to be some kind of procedure. There definitely needs to be some strict rules that people will understand and follow and know if they break or don't break. But before this show began, I posted an image of a famous character celebrating and being happy with the caption, journalists when people get their account suspended. And then that same person being miserable and very angry when other journalists get their account suspended. So there's a lot of hypocrisy, especially when it comes to the corporate media, because essentially they didn't care. They didn't give a damn. They celebrated and cheered on the censorship of everyone else. But now that they deal with it, now all suddenly they start to care about this issue here. So maybe some people are saying that this could be 4D chess of Elon Musk trying to get the corporate media to care about censorship, because they do now, as of course, it's important to note here, ABC, NBC, CBS News all ignored the Twitter files that expose the government working with big tech, censoring political speech. That's one of the biggest stories of our decade that deserves a lot more coverage. CNN only covered it once. So now they kind of have to cover it. And they kind of do care about the censorship, finally.